Hi, chat. This is an eating stream from my end, so there you go.
I'm back, baby.
Oh my god. As a person who likes to eat and who likes food content, I feel like the only one in the world who can't stomach mukbang content.
Oh, I hate it.
Makes me feel like an outcast.
It's awful. I can't.
Okay.
Like, I do that. I do mukbang myself, not on video. It's fun, but I can't watch it. It's just too much.
It's just, I don't know. There's just something about the actual act of like watching someone else doing that just to watch them.
So much fun.
And you're
I
not,
love it.
like, in a context where you're all having meals together. You know?
Thanks for the hype train, chat. Defrost, thank you for the prime sub. Drunk Cowboy there with 50 bits. Oh, AJ
Sorry for real.
27
real
month
good
resub. What's up?
Whoa. AJ, thank you for the follow.
I was following the whole time. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't at me like this.
I'm eating chicken nuggets, chat. Don't worry about it. Anyway, chat, do you know why this is a real good stream? Do you know? Do you know why? Well, I meant more like the context. It's real good for a reason. If you look at the shared chat, the other channel that's shared in chat, it's Real Good AI. See that chat? Are you following them? Are you following Real Good AI?
It's a charity. It's a nonprofit that supports other nonprofits with data science. Can you believe that?
Nobody can. Not even other nonprofits.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Nonprofits are
it's true. People are very skeptical of us because we're trying to give out information, which is very scary. Mostly because no one's ever helped each other. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but it is kind of silly.
I can send some invites. Get everyone.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I finally did the thing where I my game. I want to have everyone see it. We finally did it. Week 4.
Nice.
Week 5. We're doing good.
We're figuring things out as we go.
The music is loud. Chat. I don't even understand how that's possible.
It's
sick.
Thursday.
So much
Today
fun.
is
I
Loud
love it.
Music Day.
Yes.
I sort of thought I was changing the music volume on my mixer, but that doesn't appear to be
Shut up and
affecting
take
it
my
for
money.
you, chat, which is just
On your mixer.
mixer.
Let's see.
Oh, is it Throwback Thursday? Just
I mean,
kidding.
is it?
No,
No,
James
not.
James
Mixer
calls
doesn't exist
cement
anymore.
mixers mixers because he thinks cement is the same word as mixer. So
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
they're mixer
Why do-
mixers.
Oh, do I have Mia's stuff? Oh no.
Okay, so I think it's good on my end. Everything's good. You should all have invites now.
There's like weeds in our backyard now. I don't like it.
Is that
Oh?
Wade? No, that's not Wade.
Oh, Wade.
I assume
Hi,
you're talking
Wade.
about Craig. No,
Me?
somebody is he here? I think someone was asking if Craig was Wade. Craig is Craig, not Wade.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm actually not Wade.
No, but he is the outreach director of Real Good AI.
Is Craig from Real Good AI?
It's true.
Can I call you Real Good Craig?
Sure. It's better than Real Bad Craig. I'll take it. It's a solid nickname.
We'll take what we can get in this, you know?
I'll take Real Good Enough Craig. I'm fine.
Mia says Craig is just Craig to everyone.
Chad, if you're unfamiliar with this game, we have a restaurant/inn, but that's not really the part I participate in very much.
Bob just leaves us.
I just go fish and, things of that nature.
Yeah. It do be like that though.
I do need some more crossbow bolts.
Sounds like
Crossbow
a
is pretty OP.
Crossbow is the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The
Comfortable,
broom's pretty
Craig?
good too.
That doesn't sound
You know what?
particularly good.
The broom is pretty good. I'm not
Uh-oh.
kicking people out of our establishment.
My parents
up?
might be here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, looks like my parents are here. Hey, chat, my parents are here. You're not gonna see them.
Not-
They're upstairs.
Yeah, not straight.
Hi, Bob's parents.
It's going to be a party up on the main floor, but I'm in the basement and Mandy is upstairs, so we're not in the party.
Yeah, well, when the baby wakes up, you're gonna hear the feet probably.
Stop.
Why do I have so many plates?
I'm at a loss of. Should we
I
start
don't know,
this?
but I'm mad at you now. Why do you have all the plates?
I don't know. I'm putting them away. I'm putting all the dishes away. I'm just gonna. They're up on the thing. They're up on the thing. I promise.
We kept running out of plates, so I kept buying more, and now we need more plate shelves. I think is the current situation.
I see. So basically, we need a china cabinet.
What happened
Also,
was
we have an oven now.
Is that a
Mia
thing we
put
can
up
have?
all the walls. Which one?
A china cabinet?
I
I
think
don't
so.
know. I think we should though. I think they should add it to the game. So I'm out here gathering all these eggs. Because I guess that's just what chickens do, is every 20 minutes they drop like 50 eggs.
Our chickens lay so many eggs.
They do.
What the damn hell?
They're just out here laying eggs.
Literally not
What else
doing
they
any
got to
other
do?
things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, please don't kill us.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
you put them. You can put them in the inside of the bar, and they'll walk around. Will they lay eggs in the bar? What if we
I
put
don't
them?
know.
Wait, I'm gonna pick up some chickens and put them in one of the apartments that we have upstairs.
Well, they have to be like fed and stuff.
We could feed them.
So they might have to have water and
Oh,
like, barley.
with this. Oh, but
They'll only eat from the trough, I think.
can we put the troughs inside? I'm in a weird mood today. Apparently, I'm like, let's build a farm inside of the bar.
We
Well,
have.
sometimes it rains outside, and sometimes the chickens want to be inside.
It's true. It's
Oh
the
my God, the
chicken.
bandits are
it's actually a
fast.
place for chickens to stay. Is the chicken? Get it? Because it's like
Yep.
an inn for chickens.
Hey.
Really good job. Got it.
Real good.
Oh my god. There are way more bandits than I originally thought.
You're all doing stuff. I'm literally just standing in the restaurant looking around.
Me too. I'm just running around looking at all the food and stuff we have and trying to take stock.
I'm trying to get us potentially a better chest. Maybe? We'll see.
Are we sure Craig
We're
isn't
only
AI?
serving-
Craig might be AI. That sounds like a thing Craig
Yeah.
would do.
That would be cool. My name
We
technically
can-
has an AI in it.
That's right. We can neither confirm nor deny Craig's
Yes.
status as an AI.
Alright, I got all the wheels for the coachman. Don't worry, I'm doing the quests in our cozy inn game.
Oh,
Thank
perfect. I'm gonna set it where we only serve crab salad and beer, and we're gonna have all of our people are gonna have the worst time. It's
I
gonna be
love that
great.
for us.
We don't have a bathroom in this.
It's
Is
fine.
that
It's
is
fine.
that a
Don't think
thing we
about it.
should have?
They can just
No.
be outside.
Yes,
Yeah. Don't think about it. It's fine.
fair enough.
Hey, man, cure your wheels. All
This
for
is
it.
not up to code.
Thanks!
If you want, I can
See,
fix
that's
your
the cool
carriage
thing.
for an additional fee.
about-
That's the cool
Oh,
thing.
that
It's
would
this
be
bar,
great.
It's not up to
Hey,
code.
give it a
and you can
clean
go
while
there
you're
and
at
You can
it.
drink
All right,
anything.
deal.
Anything. Anything. Do you want some carrot juice?
Good
We got
luck
carrot
to
juice,
you.
bro. Like, we got you. Alright, I'm trying to put
So,
things
chat.
where they were organized.
While they're playing and you can watch Bob out adventuring, we're here to talk about Real Good AI, which we're very excited to talk to you about, which is the nonprofit that all of us are involved in some way, shape, or form who are here on the call. And so the idea of Real Good AI is to help other nonprofits with AI help. So AI
Good
is
luck
very
to ya.
difficult, very confusing to people who don't have backgrounds in it, and also very expensive to farm out if you're a nonprofit. And to get the right help, it's a very difficult task. So we want to make that and facilitate that and make it easier and help directly with data science help that nonprofits need, but also educating nonprofits and the general public on the best ways to interact with AI. Also, we want to empower STEAM for specifically underrepresented communities, but get everybody excited about the right ways to do AI. Also, while doing all of this, we're trying to make sure that we are doing AI the best way we know how, which means doing research into the best new technologies and basically developing and advancing AI technology to be, in terms
Hey,
of
man,
like machine
your
learning and
carriage is in its
physical
original
statistical
condition.
modeling, to be
Thank you.
as
You have golden
advanced
hands.
and as
Now you can go.
interpretable
Yes,
and reliable
Wait,
as it can be.
there was a
And
horse here.
That is our motto,
Did
and that's what we're
someone
going
steal
to.
the
So we're
horse
doing
too?
AI
I
that's
didn't
real
see it in the
good
bandit camp.
for the real good.
A horse isn't the same as
So,
wheels.
We'd love to
could've run
answer
away.
any questions you have about
what should
AI.
I do now?
We're looking
I
for
didn't
more
see any
partner
horses,
organizations to work
but
with.
I
We,
can
we
bring
have
you
a
a boar.
large
That's a
battery
great
of them that
idea.
we're
I'll have the
starting
most
to
stylish
make,
carriage.
um,
Bring me two.
It'll be
connections
twice
with
as
now.
expensive.
But we'd
Deal.
also like to keep going. I don't think there's a limit yet. We haven't reached yet at all the limit of people we can help, and of course we'd love to keep helping more and more organizations. So if you know or are affiliated with an organization that would like to partner with us in some
Good
way,
luck
having to
to
do
you.
with education of AI, or you want us to take a look at your numbers, or you don't know how to get numbers, any of that, please shoot us an email at contact@realgoodai.org. We'd love to talk to you and set up some time to talk and talk about what's possible and how we could help your organization. And of course, because our organization is, we do not charge for any of our services. It's absolutely free to the nonprofits. And yeah.
Oh, the dialogue is right.
And it's real good.
It is real.
Yeah, sorry,
can
I
I
just
help?
took over everyone's stream. Just
I mean,
Isn't that what we're here for?
kinda. I don't think Bob's stream signed up for that, but they're here nonetheless.
they're fine. They're fine.
Well, and the really great part, everyone we've talked to thus far is doing like such great work, and we just like love that we get to be a teeny part of helping everyone. Like that's the dream, literally. Like, love to help. It's great.
It is.
Hey man, a two.
Oh my gosh, they
boar-powered
laid
engine
so
is
many
in
eggs
stock.
again.
Great.
Yeah, no,
That's
I picked up
extraordinary.
like 21 of
Why hasn't
them.
anyone done it
And
before?
I think
Perhaps
Craig
we'll
just
find
has
out
a
soon.
bunch of them in his inventory right now too.
I'm gonna cook a bunch of eggs, and then we're gonna serve only eggs today. It's an egg day.
But
Yeah,
I won't
do
miss
it.
my
Nice,
carriage
nice.
anymore.
Let me bring you something to eat. What do you like?
Oh yeah, the herbalist wants apples,
Long
eggs, and
journey ahead.
grapes.
So give me 10 muffins.
Stashman
and a
asked,
boil of
do you
it.
use a specific model or do you use the best model for the task? That's a very good question, because we're very vague about what we mean by AI or machine learning, or like what methods we're specifically using. So I'm a statistician by trade. So that basically means that I'm going to look at whatever problem it is and decide what the best solution is going to be. So the methodology can be different depending on the question, which may seem obvious, but it's not as common as you would think. Sometimes we always just use a neural network, or those sort of things, or people only want to use one model or things. No, we're extremely flexible, trained in both Bayesian and frequentist statistics, if you know any details. But the point being, it will entirely depend on what organization, what problem we're looking at, what sizes of data we might have. I'm particularly fond of Gaussian process models. If you want to get really technical, I think that they're a good unifying theory. They're good for small data. I've done some research that made them good for large data. You can trust them and interpret them and check their assumptions, which is something that you can't necessarily do with some other machine learning models, but they're not as flexible in some applications. So it really depends on what sort of questions you're asking. I know that was way more technical probably than you were asking, but yay, I love math questions. So thank you.
Hey, they asked what model you use.
I know they did.
That's
ask,
pretty technical.
you know, it is a pretty technical question. So
I'm gonna start this restaurant.
yeah,
You guys
do
ready?
it.
Everyone ready to clock in?
Eggs,
It's egg time.
Eggs.
All right, all right.
Eggs and oatmeal, I think, is the.
Oh, how do we
Yes.
make oatmeal?
Oh, not oatmeal, porridge. But the original guy made fun of us. He's like, hey, yeah, enjoy your oatmeal bar, and then they called it porridge every single time after. But at the beginning, the guy called it oatmeal, so in my head, it's oatmeal. All right,
Yes,
let's open this
I
restaurant.
accidentally picked up a chicken instead of the egg. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Uh,
I picked up both. So.
¿Por qué no los dos?
We got
I will.
corn, chicken, eggs, and beer. It's a good day here.
Nice.
But where's everyone? Where's everyone?
I'm with the chicken still. I'm trying to give back the chicken I
we don't
stole.
got people yet.
Oh, I was talking about this person that I'm chasing.
Oh,
in.
okay. I was like, I'm coming. I'm sorry.
I'm just planting stuff in the garden real fast. It's okay.
It's not that serious of a job. We don't even have a bathroom here. It's
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's why we got to pick up slop from the rooms. It all makes sense.
This guy wants a beer.
Oh.
The little
People
chicken
just out
isn't
here
getting the beer.
taking dumps in their room they're sleeping in.
Mm-hmm.
No one has slept in a room yet. We haven't actually ever opened the rooms because you have to buy sheets and wash them or some.
Yeah,
stuff.
and a washing machine.
I thought last time we played this, we broke the system and we're just buying new sheets every time.
I think that's what Mia was doing. Yes.
I did find 3 pairs of sheets, so that might actually be what was happening. See, I'm just trying to figure out how the beds fit into the rooms because I have a game that I started for myself because I didn't want to. I wanted to like see how it played out, and so I haven't opened the end part of mine either yet because I'm like, I don't know how I feel about people.
Iced Toffee Coffee asked, what are some types of nonprofits that could benefit from your services? So that's a good question. People ask if we're in a certain domain or like if people have to have a certain mission. We are willing and able, I think, to provide support to nonprofits in most areas. The one thing that does seem to be sort of a cross thing across all of the organizations we've been partnering with yet have been more the size of the organization. So if you work at a extremely large nonprofit, that's great for you. You might already have a statistician or a data science person or some way to already work on your data science. And we're still willing to help in that case, but maybe we won't be able to help as much. But if you're a smaller to medium-sized organization, maybe you haven't reached the point at which you have staff members or you have specifically a staff member to work on data science, or maybe just someone who doesn't have the PhD type level experience that we do. We're much more equipped to help those sort of organizations. So some of the things that we've been partnering with include like libraries, include educational organizations, include international outreach organizations, but we're not here to police what good people are doing, and I think that there are countless organizations that are already approaching these really tough problems in really great ways. And so again, we're just going to be a small part of that, but there is no limit on the type of nonprofit that could benefit. And if you don't have data yet, if it's a small organization that doesn't have data, we can help you set up systems to know what data you should be collecting or how you might be collecting that. So I don't think there's a limit on that. Sorry, I'm very, very talky.
You're just excited to talk about it.
I am.
Yeah. As you should be.
My crossbow died. I'm in trouble.
I think
I
I
freed
saw
a
Eric
hostage.
ask,
Maybe. Sorry. Talk about stuff.
are you fighting bandits?
Yeah.
I'm serving beer. We're both really important here.
Ow.
I know I saw Eric asked if we announced any of the nonprofits yet or anything, or he asked something similar. We have not yet, but that's because we're doing the work right now. We're getting everything ready, but Soon. When we
Right.
do, you'll know. I'll have like a
Oh,
there'll be a graphic and a logo, and we'll be like, guess what? We will make sure that we announce it. We'll be very excited. There's so many good organizations. Like we just got off a call with some great ones. That's actually why the stream was a little late, which is kind of fun. Because there's a lot of really cool stuff that we're hoping to do. So soon we will be able to say names, I hope. The thing is broken.
Oh,
Ah. Chest.
yes.
Where is the hammer?
Oh, I
Here's a
have
hammer.
it. Oh, is it still broken? I thought I fixed it. I am not good at stuff.
Nah, you actually gotta mess with it a lot to fix it.
I thought I did. Oh, I didn't hit both sides. I wasn't hitting it with the hammer right.
Oh my lord, you got a conga line of people coming in hot.
What happened with this pile of beer? Are
I-
others seeing this?
Yeah, so I did that and I didn't want to ruin it because I had my inventory was full, so they just stacked on top of each other, and I feel like we should just get another thing of beer and leave that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Beer
pretty.
tower is
Yeah, this guy's been waiting for a beer for like 10 minutes, but I saw that and then I got really excited about the situation and I forgot. So. Whoops.
Is honey food or is honey potions?
honey is both.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that's just confusing.
And in a pinch you can eat honey to
Oh,
survive.
heck, I drank it instead of freaking. Gosh darn it. I always drink it instead of serving it. Not always.
Right, what do we have a lot of food of? We have meat soup,
Rift person, thank you
And
for
what is this
the
stuff?
$10 super chat. Appreciate
trout
that.
soup. Sorry,
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching on the YouTube
my
side.
apologies.
Sorry.
It's all good. I like picked up the beer. What are we doing?
I'm sorry I drank your juice. Here's another one.
Hey, at least the juice doesn't make you drunk.
That's true.
Ow,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I died.
Yeah.
I did lots of
Poor
stuff, but I
Bob.
forgot to actually heal, and I had 10 health, I think.
Yeah. It'd be
Uh-oh,
like that.
I forget how to make things in the oven.
You gotta hit the
Oh,
I
we
think
need barley and corn.
yeah.
Do we have corn, or are we out of corn?
We should
have a lot of
There was
Corn.
a bunch of corn in one of
Okay.
those chests.
Ah,
Should be next to the grill, I think. We're gonna have a bunch of grapes, so we can make like so much wine.
I gotta go get water.
uh-oh, I hear singing. Get out of here.
Get the brooms.
Yeah, I don't have my broom on me.
Oh,
Do I
I
have
do.
a
I have
broom
the
on?
super broom, the Broom Pro.
The Broom Pro.
Where is she? Get out of here, Amara Wolf's Bane.
How dare you sing? What is
Yeah.
this place of merriment? Save that for a place with a bathroom.
Right? We are a very serious establishment here, okay?
Yeah, we have
I
to
mean,
keep
it's just
excitement to
asking
a
for
minimum.
trouble to have fun in a place with no bathroom.
Right?
Like, what's gonna come of that? Not anything good. Bathroom problems, probably.
Oh, did I not hit the cook thing? I did not hit cook.
There's some stuff in this game that just looks like it's a thing I'm supposed to be attracted to, and it just is a weird color.
Yeah. Why do we have
Hmm.
where come on. Where I want to grab the plate. I don't want to have to pick stuff up to grab the plate. Come on now. Ugh. Okay, that plate's just lost. That plate's gonna stay there forever, guys.
Hey, I found 5 plates
Behind
in
the
the wilderness.
The tavern is
Nice.
without anyone to
Yeah.
look after it.
You should definitely eat off of them.
Yeah, all the wolves use
Yeah,
the
we'll
plates,
we'll
probably.
serve all of our customers with that great find.
Thank God there isn't an FDA in this game, right?
It's the scarecrow.
Oh, right.
He's pretty chill though, so we're fine.
Yeah. He's one
Let's
of the
see.
homies.
An order has arrived. We door dashing today?
We got a bunch of DoorDash orders, but they all want stuff we don't have yet, so I didn't accept them.
Good. Take that.
How are
that
people
want
gonna
stuff from us.
door dash off menu food?
Right? I'm like, come on now. Oh, I got a bunch of eggs in my inventory.
I don't
Damn.
know if we have as much carrot juice as people are ordering.
I will be planting carrots. Why am I just walking around sword out?
We
Like,
have
come on
carrots,
now.
we just have to make more juice.
Oh, we need barrels.
I have some here.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so we got juice. Got some
I'm
grape
making
juice.
corn and eggs. That's it. That's what's going on over here.
As you should. As is your right. Let's see. Need some water. For the wart.
Warder?
Water.
Who are you? Brad, what's his face from Bon Appetit?
Yup.
Good old Brad, what's his face?
You know, everybody knows what's his face.
Yeah.
I knew exactly who you were talking about, so I don't have any room to talk.
Why can't I remember his last name? I've watched him like
I
a
can't
bunch.
Yeah, like I used to watch it all of the time. And I follow him on Instagram.
Brad.
Hold on, now it's gonna bug me.
Is the guy who hosts all the It's Alive videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Pitt. Thanks, Eric. That's the one.
Ah, yes, him.
Got it. Oh, Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna figure this out because it's gonna bug me too much.
Okay, everyone that comes in can only eat eggs and corn. Why don't they want any of our food? They only want
Yeah.
beer. But we have a
Come on now.
tower of beer. You can't have this.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have the beer tower. Come on now, guys.
They
Do we
just
not
see-
have more beer?
They see the beer tower and they're like, but why no beer?
Yeah, but
They
it's a
did
party foul to knock over the beer tower. We all know this.
Brad
This is
Leone. Thank you, chat.
Not supposed to happen.
If no beer,
kinda
why
wanna make more
why
beer
beer
towers.
shaped?
Somebody wants boiled eggs. All right, finally, someone of culture.
The Iowa
have
special. Take that, Iowa.
Oh, we need
Listen.
hops.
Oh,
That's what's holding
That's
us. Oh.
okay. I need a broom.
Oh, I got Gwendolyn out of here.
Nice.
Aw.
Do we need Bob to waste his entire life fishing?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go with yes.
That works. Then we can make
Did you
crab
find the mermaid
lasagna
yet?
or whatever.
Did I find the what?
The mermaid yet?
Oh, I did the whole mermaid quest already, yeah.
Nice.
That's what I did last time. They did the food and the inn and everything, and I did mermaid things.
Mm,
I vanquished the farts. I killed a bunch of turtles, you know. Brad Leone sounds like a
Oh, we have a
pasta
king
dish.
in here. We have so many things are backed up. It's
Oh,
not
God.
going good in the restaurant. I'm just gonna tell you all that. It's
Okay.
okay, I'm getting
I'm
getting
coming.
some
Oh my
hops.
gosh, why do they need so much barley?
I have
Okay,
no
got hops.
idea.
I got
It
hops.
is a
I got hops.
situation.
All right. we need beer. Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna take the barrel.
I'm cooking some right now, so
Oh, okay. He got that. Let me make. So do we need beer or do we need ale?
beer.
Beer. I got a new beer thing down.
Okay. I'm gonna put barley wort, hop, water.
Okay, so if we, in theory, if we get the table that the table that you can put the beer kegs down on, if we get those and we put them down and then buy all the beer, we can make beer towers across the entire bar. But it would have to be a collaborative effort.
Interesting.
We can do this. The developers are like, that's what we wanted. Of course.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna need more barley. All right, I'm gonna go plant some barley.
We're gonna need some boar steak, so if anyone sees any pigs, now is the time.
Fried pig steak.
I put some boar steaks. I may have put them in the. Oh no, I put them in one of the food boxes.
Yeah, I'm cooking them now.
I can try and
But
find
that's-
more boars. There's a surprising
Alright.
lack of them. Like I would have thought, there'd be a bunch since we need to kill them to cook them for human consumption. But
Yeah.
they only spawn in like a few at a time.
We kind of we opened the bar, we kind of killed off all the pigs that lived outside of the bar, so now we have to go further.
Can we? Well, they do keep
spots.
respawning, but it just like takes a while. Can we like farm the boars? Is there, because we have chickens, can we have like piggies?
I think so. I think you can buy a pig eventually.
We do have some pigs.
We have pigs?
We have pigs.
I need pigs. Well, I don't need pigs. People need pigs. Sir Francis Hamsterford, Knight Hamsteronius. What is happening?
What are you saying? Words?
Chief Hamsterhawk. I found some gravestones.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
my god, I found another bandit camp. I don't really want any.
Bob doesn't want to play with them.
Like, if I'm being honest, I'm just not interested.
Mm.
Oh my god. I think I found the hinterlands.
too.
A frog!
Nice.
What is this?
Why is there a pig in the bar?
What is that?
What? Why is
I'm
there?
just gonna say Craig. That's
Yeah.
my reason.
That it probably was Craig.
You know, that's fine. That's fine.
What do you give me, Toad? Toads give me toad legs. Oh, well. That tracks. I found sparkles, but I don't know why. Why? I don't know why. Take the
Alright.
key from the orc. Get to kill creatures. Talk to the merchant. Ah, there's so many things.
Just
Not-
all of the
I'm-
things.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Wow, I found a
Okay.
barrel with 1 compost in it. Thanks. game.
Wait. Pig, why are you out?
What are the odds that walking into the fartlands hurts me?
I'm sorry, does James live there or
If you could see what I see, you would agree with me.
I shouldn't go too
I'm currently venturing into the fartlands.
anyone to look after.
Okay.
Now,
As
apparently
one does,
there's
as
an
one does.
invisible wall that prevents me from going into the fartlands.
Have fun, I guess.
The
I
tavern is not
wish.
without anyone to look after.
Be safe.
Oh god, our order board is full.
I know, how are we supposed to do this?
We're
It's like
working
we
on it.
need
We
our
got
Bob.
this. We got
Do you
this.
guys
We
need
got it.
help? Do I need to come
Yeah.
play that part of the game? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, you should come look at the board. It's almost full.
Oh no, it's getting. Oh yeah.
But I'm finding
Yeah.
boxes with 1 compost. Oh, 9 compost. See?
Why are there a bunch of domestic pigs everywhere?
They're domestic.
Again,
Why
my
are they
answer
out of their?
remains Craig.
They would be wild pigs if they weren't domesticated.
Do we know what the altar does?
The altar?
I found an altar
Oh.
surrounded by rune stones.
Yes, we do not know what it does yet.
Wait, where did the pigs go? I put them in. I mean, someone put them in here, but now I don't see them.
Well, sir, he was outside.
Wait, the pig left?
Yeah, he
tavern
went
is left without
outside, so I had to
anyone to
save
look
him
after
from
it.
the boar.
What? Oh no!
He's okay. He's okay.
Oh, hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing,
So you're
man?
telling me that the animals that I place in the bar leave and then get killed, and
should've go
I
too.
just sometimes waste our
The
money?
tavern is
Oh
left
no!
without
Why is there a
anyone to look
frog in a
after it.
balloon?
Oh,
Who's this
you
guy?
can't- Gosh darn it.
Who's
Oh.
Frog Charming?
Wouldn't you
Did
like
he
to
just
know?
never? Did he
I
just
shouldn't go
never
too far.
change back
The
into a
tavern is
person?
left without anyone to look after it.
Saved 500 dishes? What does that mean?
I shouldn't go too far. The tavern is left
just
without
got
anyone to look
500
after it.
dishes.
Colosaurus Rex.
Oh, we got another king coming in,
I shouldn't go too far.
and the frog
tavern
won't
is
stop
left without
talking, so I
anyone to
just
look
kind of
after it.
left.
Well, in my personal game, I just
As you
kick
can tell,
the kings out
Ryan,
because
I'm doing
I
the
don't
important
need
work
that kind of
and
nonsense in
fishing
my-
and
in my
adventuring
tavern,
while
you
my
know what I
friends
mean?
do all the meat
Yeah,
of the
I
tavern work.
understand
Anyone to look
because
after
they're just like, I want all these things you don't know how to make.
Yeah, and don't have the supplies for. Like, get the hell out of here. Who asked you? Who made you king? I didn't vote for you.
That's not how kings work.
I didn't
I mean, I didn't-
divine for you.
Yeah, no lady came out of the lake and said that you were king. At least I didn't see it.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, the tavern leveled up.
Whiskey time.
I did it. I honestly can't even
Yeah,
find.
you definitely
I-
helped with
I
the
can't
tavern.
even find my way back to where the tavern is where I'm at
Die.
right now.
Just
I can't
die.
find anything to kill me. The fartlands are barren.
Damn.
The fartlands
The
don't
tavern is
kill
left
you,
without
huh?
anyone to look
They're
after it.
fine. They're
find
just
some
boring and empty.
You gotta find some hornets to kill you real fast. They'll do you in real good, bud.
If I had a single hornet anywhere in
I shouldn't go
10
too
square miles, I would have
The
found it
tavern
by
is left
now.
without anyone to look after it.
God
Okay, but we don't have any dishes, so where are we thinking the dishes are?
I have to fill
they're in
I'm
the
filling the
washer.
dishwasher.
Is the
with
is the
water.
owl hoarding the
Anyone to
dishes
look
because the
after it.
dishwasher's out of
Yeah.
liquid?
Yeah, I put. You know what I'm gonna do?
A bear. That'll kill me. A bear and a bunch of wool. Where have you guys been? All right, I'm about to die so hard. Take
Buy another
me.
dishwasher.
Take me. Ugh. There we go.
Oh, you're buying another dishwasher. I just bought more dishes. This is why I come up with problems as a person. And
Oh.
I'm like, let's buy.
I
more
just
cups.
spawned
Why not?
into existence and shot one of our patrons in the chest with my crossbow. My bad.
That's not ideal.
My bad.
Bob.
My bad. My bad.
Not ideal.
All right. Okay. I love how I'm like, oh, I'll just go wash it and buy another dishwasher. And Craig's like,
I mean, This is a perfect
great
metaphor
idea.
for what real good AI is trying to do. We're trying to buy the new dishwasher of the future.
you know what? Yeah, actually. It's really funny because DeepSeek was like, oh yeah, yeah, by the way, I'm not like a real person. I'm just a bunch of equations with, that's all I am. So,
That's accurate. I mean, it's just a bunch of numbers. It's funny because you see it as text, but like if you're someone who works on that type of model, it's all
Yeah.
numbers. It's
Yeah.
all they like encode everything into numbers. So it basically just instantly becomes numbers and then it's just thrown into a number thing and it looks at it does a bunch of complicated stuff, which I'm not going to explain all of the entire insides to right now, but it basically looks at the core for things, patterns that are repeating. So if it like sees things that like happen a lot together, it's like, oh, this is probably a good thing to say together.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's true. We are at Real Good. We are not trying to shoot our patrons in the chest. Do not listen to Bob.
Yeah,
That's
we're,
not what I said. Is it?
That's
If
what
it
Eric
is-
said.
Oh. Well, it's certainly not what I meant. Unless
No,
I did.
but it is what you did. You did shoot them. You
I mean,
did
I
shoot.
did, but you know, so
They were in the way though. You know?
We want you to come into our metaphorical data science restaurant.
Yes.
got a lot of people drinking carrot juice out here and barley
I know, and we're-
cakes. Whiskey mug? We
very-
don't sell whiskey.
We do now.
Can we just smack that guy out of here because I'm
Yeah,
not
who
trying
is
to
it? I'll
deal
get
with
him out of here. I
the
lost my
king
broom.
situation.
This jokester over here thinks we're selling whiskey. All right, but seriously, we need about a dozen barley cakes.
Oh, holy
Alright,
crap!
Oh, yeah,
The
I
problem
should-
that I was running into was that I kept running out of,
Oh yeah.
Barley
we're,
cakes?
Out of
I
barley.
kept running out of the things that you put them in. Plates.
Oh yeah.
And so then I was running around to try and find, because you can't take them out of the oven and make more unless you have plates. It's so
I'm
silly.
putting plates up next to the oven right now.
I need
Oh no,
corn.
are we
Where-
out of
where be corn?
carrots?
No, we have carrots.
Oh, okay, we have carrots. Okay. I'm gonna make a carrot juice barrel because we be out of that and we
Good,
got
good,
orders for that. See, I'm helping.
Nice,
Hey,
nice.
I can't do much
turned
about the
off
barley cake situation, but I'm helping with
It's
the other
cooking.
stuff.
Everyone chill. 5
It's
barley
working.
cakes are up.
Do you need me to go buy like a chicken or a pig and put it on their table to entertain them while we get the food
No,
ready?
no.
I like
I
that.
mean, no. We should
I
be
like
fine.
that.
We should be.
I think that's the
Okay.
move.
Dinner and a show. You know what we
Okay.
should do is we should buy the jukebox.
Oh, that's a good idea, but unfortunately someone spent all of our money on chickens.
Oh,
Someone did.
Damn.
I
You
like
know,
Weird. It's so weird how
It-
that happened.
I mean, it's always your homies. You know. It's
Okay,
always
I
your
think
homies.
we're gonna need to close at some point here because
Yeah,
we're gonna
Craig
need to
closed it
do-
already.
Okay,
Craig closed it
Yeah.
already.
a
I love how
lot of.
we're already out of all the money that we made.
That's
What
not
happened?
ideal.
Damn.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, who could have
I can't
foreseen
make
this?
any more barley cakes because I don't have.
corn?
Cakes?
Yeah, corn.
All right,
Wait, I
I'll
have
go plant
corn.
some corn.
Oh wait,
You know, in all my adventuring, I didn't find any corn at all.
here I have a bunch actually. I'm putting it in the
It's
chest. No,
It's
I'm
because
not.
Oh,
Greg took
thank
all
you.
the corn.
I'm putting it in this one.
Okay,
I was making a bunch of corn, and then they stopped asking for it. So
thank you.
I just realized that we could just sell the smaller chests back to him and replace them all. Replace all our
bigger
small
ones.
chests. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but
he
we're gonna
buys it
need
back
more.
at the same rate.
But we're gonna need more money to do that
Oh.
because the big
How much
ones
are
are
the-
more expensive, I assume.
How much more?
I do not know.
Because he buys it back at full price.
Let me observe the numbers.
Yay!
A
going
small
out and
chest
collecting
costs
the data.
2 hundos. A large chest costs 5 hundos. So we need 300 per upgrade.
Alright.
What's my name?
Not have
Did I give
this.
myself a funny name?
Yes, I can't remember. Where are you, naked man? I think it's.
Oh, I'm
Real Good.
Feel Good. That's right.
Oh
Yeah.
no, there's a chicken inside again.
we could just go. We could sell the chickens back. It's within the return period, so they let me do it for full price, and I don't have to embarrass us. And we can buy another washing machine.
Nice.
We have another washing machine. We're good.
We do.
Well,
we do. I
then-
put it in the
Hi,
Well, then
chicken.
This chicken gets to stay then.
What's up, Raiders? Shigeyoshi Twitch, thank you for
Wait,
the
will he buy
raid.
chickens back?
Welcome.
Yeah,
What
Okay.
were you playing?
but wait, do the eggs ever hatch into chickens or no?
I feel
I
like
don't
they
know.
do.
Should.
Could we just make money selling chickens?
I
Because
feel
like I
they
wonder
do.
if bills in. Yeah, I wonder if they go like, oh, the pen can only have 8 or 12 chickens, so maybe they don't respawn. Maybe we should sell some and see, or we just leave them. They could be our friends. But still, I feel like there's ways we could game this.
You were playing Astronova.
No pun intended.
I
'cause
don't
they're
know what that
pens,
is.
and I think that's like a thing.
Men who like to kill boars. There's a boar out here.
Where's out here?
Oh, there's zombies.
Ah! Oh my god.
Oh god. Are they in the restaurant?
They about
Yeah,
to be.
No.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Where?
I have no weapons. I'm gonna
I
go
died.
inside.
He got me. Wait, is
Can I like revive you? No, I don't think I hit you.
Oh.
Weapon,
Oh.
weapon, 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 weapon. Could you please stop attacking me while I'm trying to find weapons?
What was that? Oh, the chicken. The chicken is running for their life. I see.
Oh.
That's fair.
You know what, chicken? I get it. I get it, but
What does the frog need from us? Does he actually need something from us?
yeah, he has a whole list of requests. All right, chicken.
Wait, is the Tower of Beers falling over?
No.
No,
No,
it just
okay.
looks
It's
like
an
it is.
it's an optical illusion. We're good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know, I'm actually kind of
Ooh, I
impressed
like
that we managed
Valorant.
to wash all the dishes.
That's a comparison I can understand.
Okay. I have an extra plate for some reason.
So, chat, we're here to talk about Real Good AI, which is a nonprofit that supports other nonprofits doing their awesome work with AI. Our AI expertise. But
Yeah,
we
not
also
every-
answer
not-
questions.
Yes.
You have any AI questions? Like, when would you use a frequentist model versus a Bayesian model? Any questions like that? Just kidding.
Or normal
Or-
human
Pro-
questions.
Eric
Or-
probably has a question like that.
Or do you have any questions about what it actually is versus the technical jargon that we've been getting from
Yeah.
from tech? Well, not tech itself, just tech resellers. Let's put it that way. Like
I feel
questions about what it
tech
can actually do.
bros should be its own category of type of person.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not tech. It's tech bros.
you're right.
What are those things you just said? Good question. Good question.
The things I just said are two schools of thought about statistics. So, if I roll a dice and I want to know, what the probability is of getting each of this, let's say it's a 6-sided dice, a normal dice, the 6-sided dice, a frequentist would roll the dice a bunch of times and see what happened. And so, like, let's say it never came up 6. It only you never hit the jackpot there. You only got 1 through 5s. It might say, based on that information, it would estimate that it's, potentially impossible to get a 6. That the estimated probability of that 6 would be a 0. So you only use the information that you observe through data. But a Bayesian model, you incorporate other prior information. So, like, we know dice, and we know if it's a normal dice, that probably about roughly, and this is close enough, right? That it's probably 1/6 probability that each one comes up. So then you'll incorporate the information that you know in your prior information about that it should be 1/6, but then you also incorporate the data, and it is a mixture of those two estimates, and that's how you get it. And so these are two different schools of thought on estimating things. Frequentist is probably what people have been taught if you ever have done a statistics course, but Bayesian makes a lot more sense in terms of like incorporating information that we know about the world that makes things make sense. And there's just like some pluses and minuses to like the things you estimate in each of these schools of camp. And it's just a really funny thing in statistics because it's kind of a like weird team situation that you're like, either you're really, the way it works is either you're fully tame Bayesian and nothing else makes sense, or you can see that there would be room for both, and then you're more considered a frequentist. But anyway, it's not important what those things are. I just threw that out there as a funny thing because it's a big controversy in the statistics world. It's one of those ooh science controversy things. Anyway, pretty silly.
Uh-oh, how do I drop a pig?
You
Go in your
open up
inventory.
Yeah.
I see,
It's like
I see.
PUBG.
Eric says he's Team Edward in his data science.
Ah.
That's fair.
I'm gonna open this restaurant. I'm doing it.
No. Okay.
Should I wait?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just giggling still about Eric's joke, and everyone else was like, move on with our lives.
No, I think it's more of a lot of people like hear the word or the acronym AI, and so it's kind of just like, well, you know, this is what my knowledge of media has taught me AI is, and then when a scientist starts giving them like a technical information, technical description of what we actually have right now, it kind of it causes like a bit of a cognitive dissonance where you're kind of just like, yeah, that doesn't sound anything like what I've been taught this should be.
Right.
And that's one of, I think, the first hurdles that we deal with when we're trying to explain how we can help them if they're like a nonprofit, is them being like, yeah, that doesn't sound like something that's useful for me, who is going out and helping people in the real world. This sounds like
Right.
a bunch of like technical mumbo jumbo. Like it sounds like it just
And it's like
sounds
snake oil, right? It's
Yeah.
people think you're selling something that's completely unbacked. And so
Yeah.
we really want to change the script on what AI really means and broaden that definition. And I hope everyone will take that away from this conversation, is that it's not just ChatGPT, right? So ChatGPT uses internal models to do some things that'll tell you some stuff. And yes, it's AI in that it's trying to artificially imitate humans, right? But it's not the only application. So I like to give people the example just because it's something very different to hold on to. An AI application that I worked on previously, actually just a paper just recently published about, is about like dark matter. So they have all these new telescopes and stuff, right? And observatories that are taking like deeper and bigger pictures of the universe than we've ever seen. But when we get a picture back, we're not really seeing exactly what we think we're seeing. So like light essentially bends based on where there's more matter. So it's a thing called weak gravitational lensing. But none of that is important to the part that is the AI. The part is that it's like you're just gonna get a bunch of bright spots on a new image that we have to like unbend to then try and figure out what the hell is going on in the universe. And to like infer things about dark matter, we need to know whether things are galaxies or a single star, because a galaxy is a whole heck ton of stars, right? So essentially the idea was that we want to make something that automatically can filter through these pictures and tell me, is this a star or is it more likely a galaxy? And if I don't know which ones are the ones that we are very unsure about, that we should use a limited amount of resources to do some human checking. on. And so that's the type of AI that I really like because it integrates both human knowledge. It tells you the uncertainties associated with things that it's giving you, and it just like it is tooling to make our jobs easier. That model was not itself inferring things beginning to end about dark matter. It was telling us one small piece. It was a small tool that we use to make our lives easier. And I think that's a really good example for those reasons. But anyway. I do have a cool job, thank you. We all have cool jobs here, working at Real Good AI now.
We do.
But
I like something that kind of helped it make sense for me in my brain was AI isn't like, it's not an intelligence. It's all of our intelligence put together into the idea is to put all of our intelligence together, kind of cutting out the barrier to entry of, hey, you gotta know this thing, or you have to like manually do this equation in order to get that information. Like, that's not, I know it's not like perfectly accurate, but it helped me reframe it in a way that that didn't feel so technical, because at the end of the day it was like, oh well, you know, these are science terms that I can't fully define. Like, I understand them, but I can't fully define them, and so I was having a bit of difficulty with contextualizing it in my brain. And when I started viewing it as like essentially a calculator on steroids,
Sure.
It made sense to me. I know it's not accurate, and I know like people who study these things will kind of cringe from that kind of from that comparison. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, it makes sense. It does the job enough for someone who doesn't have the educational background to fully explain these things. And also just to you know, it's like a million times better than the the TI 93s that they made us buy in high school. Like,
Well, I
potentially
do
even
like
more.
the way that you're thinking about it, in that it is just a tool. It's not, and it just is a series of models together. It's not some magic.
Yeah.
Right? People tend to think it's some magic. It is, like one says about computers, all zeros and ones. I guess a good way to think about what we should be using machine learning for is a task which we call interpolation, which is basically, it's really good at seeing a bunch of people do the same thing or very similar things and doing those exact things. It doesn't have true transfer of knowledge, which is what general people think of as intelligence, which is, I think, what you were referring to, in that it can't context switch and do a super good job of actual creation. So I guess our general thought on that is why we're so pro-human creativity and so pro-artist here, which is sometimes a thing that doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with AI, but that we think that it can be helpful along your journey of creativity, but I don't think there is any way that AI is going to completely or otherwise replace human creativity, especially when it comes to images or writing or other things, or ideas, other things like this. Yes. Thank you, Eric. Eric says, you get a sequence of letters, it fills in the blanks to make it make sense. Truth. Left brain, I hope that's good. That you feel like you're doing homework, but I'm glad you think it's sick in a good way. We want to be the fun homework, not, I guess that's a really silly phrase. I don't know if any homework is fun, but I had fun doing homework, but I'm a big nerd.
I mean, it depended on the homework, really.
But what was your favorite homework?
My favorite homework, surprisingly, was my calculus homework. Because it felt, I don't know, there was just something about working on something that had like a concrete solution, like I knew the answer was gonna either be right or wrong. There wasn't like, oh, you know, this is how I interpret what you said. It was, no, this is what the numbers say. And there's just something really, really nice about that. Growing up now, and being finally diagnosed with ADHD, I realized that was the ADHD.
Oh my god, I burned in the fire. I didn't know that could happen.
I didn't know that could happen either. That's why I'm over here like, wait.
I was trying to fix the thing, and sorry, I'm so sorry I interrupted you, but I...
No, you're fine,
Okay.
because I also died trying to fix the fire. How do I get rid of the fire?
Ah, I'm scared now.
Wait, hold on. Do we have
Part of
a...
the bar. Grab the chicken.
Oh,
Wait.
sorry.
Did that work? That worked. That worked. Oh my god.
Chicken.
Oh, you have to water it, huh?
I watered it. Yes, the chicken worked.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now this one's broken.
Oh no.
Look at us.
Yeah, we need more water.
Oh, I got it.
Thank
There we
you.
go.
And then I got a hammer too.
Wow, we learned something new.
Yeah,
My
it
favorite
didn't
homework
used to do that.
was when in younger grades when they would give you as like extra credit where you had to do those like logic puzzles where it's like
Oh, I remember
Jamie
those.
does not like blue and he's after the person who likes orange in the whatever. I used to spend all night working on those and I could not put those down until I solved the dang puzzle.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
It's so funny to think about now because I'm like, wait, a lot of my favorite things that I enjoyed were things where I was just like, I need to do this until I hate it.
Yep. Once I get a problem, I can't put it down. What was your favorite homework, Craig?
Well,
He didn't like the homework. He's the one here who didn't like the homework. It's fine. It's fine.
The talking to people homework?
yeah, I did. I was in like, I don't know. There's two sides of it where I'd be like, well, I could get a C and that's good enough. And then also I was in like marketing and like graphic design classes. So I'd be like, your homework is to Photoshop something silly. And I'm like, all right, I could do this. But I did not, I was not as excited to do homework. I guess we could do that. Well, that I did not. Yeah, no, you're all better at homework than I was, I assume.
Nah, it's not a competition.
It really
No,
is.
it wasn't. It wasn't a competition at all. I did not do my homework.
See,
What about
and I
you,
will
Bob?
put-
What was your favorite homework?
Recessed.
Yeah.
What about
Come on.
law school?
Oh God, reading 300 pages a night was not my favorite
I
homework.
legit don't know how you did that. Like, my brain would rot.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how I did it either. Like I've been out of it long enough now that when I think about having to do that, I'm a little bit like, how though? Like what would I? How?
Eric, those
How?
weren't for
How?
fun. They were because you had to do arithmetic tables in certain amounts of time, and you had to be fast. You had to practice. But continue, Bob.
I mean, probably law school did have some of my favorite homework, but only
You
because
gotta care about it. Then it's fun.
oh, I'm trying to remember things. Beer, 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 beer. Carrot. Beer, 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 carrot.
Also, I say all of that as if, and then the reminder is that I never actually worked in that kind of thing, in the thing that I enjoyed about school, so it was kind of just like, I mean, yeah, that's what I enjoyed, but also, I had to go be an accountant with that money, with that knowledge, you know?
I mean, that's fun, right? Accounting is fun, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves accounting.
Uh-huh.
I did a summer internship at an insurance company as an actuary one time. Technically, I was a product manager, not an actuary, but I was like, I'm never doing this again. I gotta go grad school. I mean,
to go to grad school.
yeah, I love anyone who works there, and it's a job that's got to be done. But holy crap, not for me.
I mean, Real Good literally saved me from a federal position where that's all I was doing. Which, it is, like, I didn't hate it, because I could see, like, the actual tangible effects of the work that I was doing.
Yeah.
Just with, like, when people would, you know, respond to letters, or when you could, like, just, you know, my job was to send money back to the next of kin of people who had passed away. So if they'd overpaid on their taxes, my job was to find their family and, you know, be like, hey, your relative overpaid their taxes. I can only release this money to you as long as you have proof that, you know, this was like your family member, or the court said, hey, you know, this person can settle their estate. Just send us that information and we'll release this money to you. And it was, you know, the most difficult part about that work was the bureaucracy part, where it's just like, hey, you know, I could let this money go. I have all the information that I need, but only one person can sign this form, and they haven't been in the office for 2 weeks. Yeah, and it was one of those things where the actual, like, release process seems like something that could be automated, or even have, like, some sort of model created for it that could be, you know, it wouldn't have to be done manually by one person all the time. But it was just one of those things where it's just like, hey, you know, this is important work. It's just, we had to manually calculate the interest payments on those payments. So
well, that would be a good example of if it was for a nonprofit and not for the government, something that we could help with. If there's something that you have to compute or something you have to do repeatedly, we can help.
Yeah, honestly, so this isn't really like a secret, but a thing about the federal government is that when the federal government owes you money, if they don't give that money back to you within 45 days of holding on to the money that they owe you, they have to calculate daily interest on it. So, because that money was just kind of sitting there on these accounts, and a lot of the times it was from a long time ago. Like, there was one account where we have like a 3-year rule. That's the maximum that money can be held on to, so before people, as long as people can claim it. And there was money where I had to calculate interest, 3 years worth of daily interest.
Ick.
Yeah. And it was a lot of money. I think with the interest, it ended up doubling the amount that they were gonna get back almost.
Yikes.
And I mean, it worked out well for the family. Like, it's like that's covering like end of life care expenses and all that kind of stuff that they had to deal with, you know. But it was definitely something where if I could have had something just automate that and just do that for me, I would have been so much happier.
So Mia in chat is asking when we'll have awesome merch, and the answer is soon.
Yeah.
Do you have any more comments?
Yeah, sure, because we could. That's something we could. Okay, one, I didn't want to interrupt the story, but I bought us the jukebox, and it is playing the Mermaid song.
Yes,
just
it
want to
is.
point that out.
Nice.
Very loud.
Yes.
No, we are working on merch stuff. It's like the fun process of finding the right artists and doing that, and going to mood boards and doing all the fun stuff. But eventually, we are working on getting merch. That is a plan that we want to do. Is have. Well, I don't know how much I should get into. Well, I don't know. Worst case, my boss is here, and they could both fire me. But basically, what the plan is is that like eventually you'll see merch, and we'll hopefully have some cool stuff with some of our charity partners and stuff like that. So eventually there will be merch. It's something we want to accomplish because everyone likes buying a shirt and supporting a good cause. So that's something we like to do. And then, much like when you buy more dishes instead of having to buy a dishwasher, you don't have to buy a washing machine. You can just keep buying the charity shirts that we get.
Right?
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
you don't have to invest in a dishwasher or a washing machine. You can just buy shirts.
Exactly.
It's the same general concept.
Will we
Yeah.
also sell sheets then, Craig?
Yes.
That you don't
Well-
have to watch them on your bed?
You know,
I should
all
be careful
home-
and not just
home
say
care
yes as a
front.
joke, but yes. Maybe.
We need a joking button so that people know we're joking.
Hey, Farm Randy,
I will make it.
we're out of carrots.
Where are the carrots?
I don't have any. These are carrots.
What are carrots?
I have 2 things of carrots out here that are grown. We just have to harvest them.
Oh, okay.
The scarecrow doesn't know like a bunny that can help us get this or anything. I feel like at some point we get an owl that does
He's
the
just
gardening.
sitting there that is begging us for drugs. That's
Yeah.
all he does.
Oh, we got
What
bread.
do we
bread.
need?
Yeah, I made bread because someone wanted it,
Damn.
but then no one else wanted it, so I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Anyway, I got distracted by the talking, but I was in the middle of doing the carrot situation.
Alright, get out of here, Tristan. Get out of here. You're drunk.
Oh, you know what? I just realized if I put, I was like, I have a newsletter command. You can sign up for our newsletter, and I realized that won't. I don't think it will work on in Bob's chat. No, wait, my
In
thing
the-
will spam in there.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. Okay. Okay, well then everyone pretend that I didn't say that. Okay, everyone, we're gonna go
It's-
back
it's
like
cool,
10
it's cool, it's cool.
I didn't hear anything.
All right.
Mhm.
We also have a newsletter if you want to sign up on Real Good AI/newsletter. Oh, Mia already posted it, but there's a link there. You can sign up, and it will actually give you like sign up. We'll send you emails on the stuff we're working on. So when we make a shirt, or when we announce our partnerships, or just in general when we highlight all the work that we're doing, that's going to be the easiest way to check it out. We know it's easy to miss a TikTok post or a tweet or whatever. It's easy to get caught up in everything else. But if you want, we'll be in your inbox, waiting for you. So if you sign up,
Yes.
that works out. If you don't sign up, then we won't be able to email you, and it's less effective of knowing what we're accomplishing. So
It'll be a little sad if you don't.
I'll be mad at you.
whoa,
I'm
You
allowed.
hear-
Damn.
yeah, no, that's fine. You're allowed to be mad at people.
Mm.
That's fine, I guess. Yeah.
And also, that's what I'm supposed to do, so I can explain to you guys what we do.
Yeah. So, chat, I'm working on something right now that's like for nonprofit planning for fundraising in general. So the idea, I'm making this tool, and it's gonna have like a cool web-based like UI sort of situation. I don't want to overpromise. That makes it sound really cool, but it's gonna be a tool that you'll like use like drop-down menus and input numbers. And the general idea is to say like, if I need to fundraise like $10,000 for my charity next year, what are some reasonable goals that I can set? Like, how many people do I need to donate? How many people need to be on recurring versus not? Like, what is a good picture of what it would look like to meet that goal, so that people can visualize and nonprofits can understand where they should be putting their resources. It's completely flexible right now, where you can like change what you believe, and like you can even input like historical data. If you have some data from your nonprofit from previous years, you can say, oh well, based on those distributions, that this is what. Or if you don't have any data, it's okay, I'll use some made up stuff that will still give you like a general sense of like like just some planning purposes. It doesn't tell you what to do by any means. It just gives you realistic expectations about like whether that's a reasonable goal by the like network size you have or what you should be doing to do that.
Oh my
So
god.
that's just one. I'm sorry.
Like 10 people just sat down.
Shut it. Close it.
Oh, yeah, let's
no.
shut it down.
I'm closing it. I'm closing.
I'm out here farming.
We're done.
They don't want
Oh
the
my
food
gosh,
them
this
cooking.
new hoe only needs to hoe one time. My
What?
life has changed forever.
You got the pro hoe.
Yeah, I got that pro hoe now.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, if that sounds interesting to you, I would love to hear about it, and please contact us at contact@realgoodai.org, and I'd love to show it to you, my prototype, and help you use it in the future. Well, when it's like in a good, complete state, we'll put it on the website. But
From like a non-profit perspective, like those kind of things are really important. Trying to try to plan for the future is always really hard, but you look at your mission and you say, well, we can help X amount of people with, you know, $10,000. How do we get there? And sometimes there's that balance of, well, you have to sometimes spend a little money to get that money. Where is it worth it to spend money? Where do people really connect with your mission, and what kind of results come from that? So like the nonprofits know that kind of stuff, and they have that in their, like, they kind of know it, they felt it, they've done it, the work, but we're able to kind of take those numbers and help them get like actual proof. As someone, I used to go to events with nonprofits and try to you know, share the mission and everything else, but something that I'd always be wondering, is it worth it to go to this convention, or is it worth it to set up a table at this place? So that's something that we might be able to help nonprofits figure out if they have that data, or if they're doing that kind of stuff. It's all really useful to have data and information backing your decisions, because a lot of times nonprofits do it with their heart and their gut, and sometimes that doesn't work out, or sometimes things change, and having something to go off of is actually really, really useful.
the CJ asked, I'm curious, you guys were good at math, so was English easy, or was that subject difficult? Math was natural to me, but commas and such were brutal. So, all cards on the table, I'm dyslexic, but mostly not about numbers, mostly about words. So it was funny because they didn't know what to do with me because I was very good at math and very mid at English. And I always came up with crazy words for everyone and crazy ideas, and the word order type things, that's the thing I could never do, because I got the general gist of a sentence and I didn't care where the exact word was. Like, it meant the same thing to me all the time. So I had a really, really hard time with English and writing. Writing is easier than reading. Reading was hard for me, but yeah, that's where I'm at. But, you know, you use your strengths, and we AJ is a good English person, right?
I am. The irony being that I was so bad at technical English. I was able to do writing, but and I was able to write and I was able to read, but my difficulties always popped up with, like, where does the semicolon go?
Oh, dude, semicolons suck. I like language, and I really liked legal writing, and generally like writing, but semicolons in particular can just go away
Semicolons are
forever.
just periods that where the two.
So why isn't it a period?
No,
It should just be a
semicolons are
period.
useful, and I will fight you tooth and nail.
Never
when
in
there's
my
commas
life.
in lists. You have to use semicolons when it's a list, but within the list is commas already. So
No,
My-
then
there
you
are
can
times where they make
differentiate.
sense.
My
That's
argument
a
would
place
be
that I
that
would use one.
if you find yourself in that position, you should just rewrite that, because that's not good. That's the thing, though, is like from the legal writing perspective, right? Everyone thinks that legalese is like incomprehensible. The thing about legal writing is it's actually very comprehensible. It's just incredibly tedious.
And boring.
But yeah, the point is that you can communicate incredibly complex and nuanced things in incredibly basic and straightforward language. It's not interesting to read, and I get why people would not want everything to be written in that way. But if you're running into a situation where you're using complex punctuation and you're like, ooh, is this a semicolon or a comma? What that probably means is you should rewrite that, because there's a better way to write that is less confusing. If it's confusing to write, it's definitely confusing to read. But that's what lawyers think, and that's not how the
I
whole
don't
world
think
works.
most people use those though. Like it's not like a really common thing.
No,
Stop eating it! God damn it!
Most people
Sorry,
use
continue.
semicolons incorrectly is the main way they get used.
Yeah.
Because they are
like,
trying to be
how?
creative, and it's like
Yeah.
because they think it's a comma, or because they're trying to link two phrases together where one of them isn't a complete idea, and so it's not really it's a comma, not a semicolon situation. It's hard to distinguish between a situation where a comma is the thing and our semicolon is the thing, because if you're just thinking about what you're saying, a lot of phrases sound like complete ideas, but that's not the mechanics of it. I just think semicolons suck. I think they're really stupid. I think a lot of friends and colleagues in law school tried to use them, and they never worked, and it was always a bad idea.
Well, don't worry, Bob. I don't use semicolons.
That's why.
Good.
That's why I like you, Craig.
That's why you
Yep.
guys are friends.
You understand.
Absolutely.
I have really good news, you guys. I made potatoes.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Potatoes.
I actually was.
Nice.
I needed potatoes like half an hour ago.
Sorry, I just.
Well,
made
I didn't
them.
say anything. I was trying to make a dish, and I didn't realize until I had already made the first part of it that I ate the barley soup. I'm really sorry. That you need potatoes to finish it, and I was like, damn it.
Feel
Or
like that sometimes.
just made all that barley. I ate one of those. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I just ate one of the carrots that I.
It was really good.
Good.
Yeah. I
I've
mean,
been
I can
working
see
on
why I see why everybody keeps coming back. You know?
That and we're the only other bar here.
It's
I
us,
just feel
a
like
couple bandit
semicolons
camps.
are easier than commas. Commas are a style choice almost. It's not completely agreed upon where commas go.
No, but if you
Except for the
can
Oxford
use
comma.
if you can fairly use a semicolon, just make it another sentence. Make two good sentences instead of one shitty sentence.
But just, you know, the important thing is that the Oxford comma needs to be respected.
I agree.
I was very
I-
staunchly anti-Oxford comma until literally like a year and a half ago, and I don't know what changed, but I really came around on it. Now I always use them. I have no
Yeah,
idea
because-
why. I always thought
what
they were
is
so
it? Because-
stupid.
And then you actually like have to like read something that would have used them very well.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is why. What is
Yeah,
it?
I think that's
is
what it
Let's
was.
eat grandma versus
Yeah.
let's eat grandma.
No, it was something like that. I read something and I was like, why isn't there a comma there? And it was like, oh well, that's you don't have to. That's an Oxford comma. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I guess I should use those. Damn it.
I have to change my opinion on something now that received more information. That's disgusting. I don't like that. That feels like
Maybe-
learning.
These
We
are the
should
kinds of
ask
things I think
ChatGPT
about,
if
chat.
They need to have Oxford commas. But chat, knowing ChatGPT, he'll be like, people do both ways.
God, right? It's so wishy-washy sometimes where
He's
I'm just
the-
like,
the-
have an opinion, man.
Nope, no opinion, just the things they've seen.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I did there are some points where you can kind of get them to like I like using DeepSeek over ChatGPT just because it shows you its thinking process and you can catch it in its assumptions while it's like, well, they said this and then there was this and then they said this. And And so you can kind of catch it in its thinking process, and you can kind of see where it starts to like deviate from what you're actually asking it, because it has some sort of coding bias in it, where you're kind of just like, that's not what I asked at all. That's just a severe assumption that you're making there, buddy. And it just kind of is like, it'll do all the entire thought process. It'll break everything down, and then if you've asked it something where it feels like it can't give you that answer, or someone has programmed it not to give an answer for a question that you've asked, it'll be like, oh, I can't talk about that. Let's talk about something else. And it'll delete everything that it had thought prior to being like, oh, I'm not supposed to tell them this. And that was something very interesting. It's only ever happened to me twice now, and both times were like a couple of weeks ago, where I was trying to get it to like explain trends over a long period of time, just like, oh, you know, hey, these things are happening.
Need hammer. Where hammer?
Oh no.
I got hammer.
Oh, I come.
Juice room hammer. Juice.
Juice room.
Okay, got
Juice
it.
room.
Also, I saw
Oh, boy.
someone asked like what kind of charities we worked with. Yoda asked that.
Yeah.
We're still getting that. We're still getting some of our nonprofit partners together, but a lot of what you labeled, you said, we have started working with some youth organizations, senior organizations, international, as well as well, they're in America, but they do international stuff, as well as we're starting to work with libraries. So so far we've really got started over the last few months of the
And
connecting
some
part
education.
and some education, yeah. So it's kind of all over the place, which has been awesome, and that's kind of what we wanted, is to be able to help as many places as possible. And we had a meeting today with a charity that has 30 other charities, so there's going to be a
Partners.
lot of partners. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool things on the way.
Yeah.
This is unrelated to Real Good, but Mia just dropped the hottest tip of 2025.
Ooh.
AIs hate this one tip. You know how Google is garbage now because the top thing that comes up is the Google AI summary?
Yeah, and it
If-
lies.
If
Yes.
you swear, so if you type in how do tornadoes form, or you type in how do effing tornadoes form, but you actually use the swear word.
Like an F9 tornado, is that
yeah.
what you're saying?
If you actually swear, it drops the AI stuff and just gives you Google search results, apparently.
Oh shoot, that's interesting. I gotta try
It's
that.
probably just because the AI is told to disregard,
Not swear.
cursings and whatnots, but
Yeah.
it's funny. I have no
Another
idea if
cool
that
thing
still
is just-
works. I do know that did work when I tried it earlier this week.
Oh.
So it did work at some point. Sorry, go ahead, Adrian.
Oh, you can just put minus AI in it too.
Oh.
Well, that's not
At
funny.
Come on, AJ. No funny.
That
I'm here
always
for-
works.
I'm here for funny hacks.
Oh no, I say that because that always works. Once your swearing tool is swearing you know, like little the swearing hack wears off, the one thing that will always work is minus
Minus the symbol, chat, not the
minus
word.
sign. Yeah.
That's actually, I'm surprised how little people know that in general. Did you know, chat, if you're searching for something and you say you're searching for, I don't know, you're searching for a word that is also a brand name. Like you're searching and you have specific words that you know are related to the thing you're searching for, but you don't want those to come up. If you type in, you know, I don't know, restaurant, but then you type in minus McDonald's, minus Burger King, whatever, you can tell it not to give you results with those certain keywords in it, and so you will find other things. This has been like since Google existed, a thing that I've used my whole life, and I didn't realize how few people know how that works. You can also do plus if you want to make sure to include specific terms you want. If you plus whatever, if you're trying to find a specific brand or some, you can force it to include keywords in its search for whatever you search. Important tools. This
And
has existed
quotes.
for decades. Yeah, quotes is good too.
I think if they're old like us, they probably know. But
Well,
the-
yeah.
That was the thing
See-
we all learned in typing class.
Yeah, they don't
everyone
have
talks about typing class. I never took that. I don't. I'm apparently went to the only public school district in the world that didn't have typing class for our generation. I don't know what happened.
Did they make you just sit down to Mavis Beacon and go, here you go, Mavis
No,
Beacon,
I never
teach you
did Mavis
typing.
Beacon either. I never did
dude.
anything. We had computer
Mavis
lab,
Beacon stream, get ready. Let's
and they
go.
were
So
like,
it-
"Hey, don't go to addictinggames.com." And then we would go to addictinggames.com, and then that was it. That was the entire thing. Maybe I was supposed to be paying attention, and it was a typing class, and I just actually
Maybe.
didn't know. But they never taught us touch typing or Mavis Beacon or anything. Mavis Beacon is
They-
just a game software that teaches you how to type chat. It's
Yeah.
not fun or interesting. It's just a teaching thing.
And then when you don't get to do it, you're like, hey, I wish I'd gotten to do that. That's not fair.
I mean, I figured it out, but I do wish I had. I don't actually touch type. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't single finger pick and peck, but I type like a wild man. I move my hands all over the keyboard. There's no home base. It's whatever. It's absolute chaos, and I think
Muppet style.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
I hack
yeah.
mainframes when I type. That's how I type.
Ooh, nice, dude.
Yeah. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? Or
Probably.
like I just thought that's how everyone was.
It works really well for me because one of my hobbies is collecting different size and form factor of keyboards. And so every time I get a new keyboard, it's like, well, I'm going to need a few months to learn how to type on this. The 65%? Oh, God.
Well, it's the biggest reason why I always have to have a keyboard with a 10 key on it, because that's the only keyboard I know how to type. And
Nah,
everyone's like, well, why do you need the 10
The
key?
10
That just
keyless
takes up-
65% is the way to go. But you got to have arrows. You need arrows.
Oh, yeah.
You need
Yeah, you
arrow
need the
keys.
arrows. You need the arrow. keys
Officially
for
too
sure.
young to be an elder millennial. I don't know what that means. I am a young millennial. I'm barely a millennial, but I am
Yeah.
technically a millennial.
Did you have that realization recently
Ah!
that we're actually like way closer to Gen X than we are to like, or not Gen X, Gen Z than we are to like millennials? Because I had that realization very recently.
I'm constantly surprised by when I'm reminded exactly what birth years the millennial generation covers.
Yeah, because I always thought that we were like staunchly millennials, and I'm like, oh no, we're the cusp generation. Like
No, I figured we were pretty heavily millennial, aren't we?
no,
I thought the
No.
cutoff for millennials was like born in 90.
no, it's 95.
When is barley wash?
I don't know. So
Oh, okay,
I was
95. Yeah,
informed
yeah,
that I
Yeah.
am very
Yeah.
millennial.
yeah. But
Well,
even
see,
still,
people.
my
We're
my
more-
experience is not very millennial, is what I
we're
constantly
very close to
am
Gen
told.
Z. Well, at least like, so there needs to be a generation marker between millennial and Gen Z, because younger Gen Z is not like older Gen Z, and we're not like the older millennials.
Yeah,
There's, like, we're
can
this
people born
weird
like
generation.
87 to 95 have like our own generation that's not millennial or Gen Z? That's
I mean,
like,
the computer stuff really did like advance things.
can we be like Generation Google or something? Because I feel like we had a
You know, you
pretty
could be that.
singular
That's you.
we had a pretty singular experience in terms of computers and how we grew up with them versus, because I feel like Craig, you're like solidly a millennial, right? And you still grew up.
Yeah,
Would you
I
say
feel
you
like
still
that.
grew up with computers, but didn't grow
Yeah.
up with the internet as much?
Well,
Like, is
no,
that
I grew
fair?
up with both, but I think that's because I was a computer kid. They went, this kid is only gonna learn if he has Mavis Beacon or Mega Math Blaster. They're
Oh,
like,
Math
here's the
Blaster,
internet.
hell yeah.
Learn stuff. So
Mm.
I kind of was always there, but not everyone had computers as much as I did. Like I was the kind of kid that like I literally got to take my computer into class so I could actually do work.
Zombies!
So like don't
Stuff happening. Zombies.
I'm very. I was made fun of for being very millennium.
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't know what
just
that means, but
it's maybe
I
inaccurate, but I just feel like I'm surprised that a lot of millennials feel like they didn't grow up on the internet, and I feel like I very much grew
Yeah,
up
it's like-
on the
I feel like
internet.
That's where we grew up.
Yeah.
but-
I wonder if there's like we get the confusion from like not where we grew up so much as like what time period we consider growing up. Because for me, growing up is like, oh no, we're closing. We're not open. Sorry guys.
I just opened.
Oh, you did.
Why
you just opened.
close? We have so much
because
crap.
we
Oh
had
no,
zombies.
the king. We kicked out
Zombies
the
dead.
king.
Okay.
There were 2 kings.
Oh,
Our
Well,
kings
whatever.
are leaving us.
they're fine. We don't like the kings.
They
want
stink
things that we
anyway.
don't have on the menu.
Yeah, that's
They
fine.
want-
They'll be
yeah,
back.
yeah. They'll be back. Okay, I reopened.
I don't have place to put my farming supplies. That's why I opened, so we could sell some stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay,
I think
continue.
Yeah.
There's part of it where not everyone used the internet for everything. So like I used it for connecting with people, or even I used to like book concerts and stuff. So I was always on the internet versus if you were somebody that was like, I like going to sporting events. You know, you didn't have to have your ticket on your phone until a few years ago. You could have avoided some of that. So I think it might be just the way technology entered into everyone's lives at different times based on like what they were into. Because I was into music and stuff, you know, you download music, or there's MySpace, there's all that. But if I was like just into, I don't know, I even like the way people do it now, it's like you join a group text and then everyone sends all the stuff versus like being out there on the internet. And I don't know, it's different. I guess everyone has a different experience and what they use it for. And if you use it to connect, you kind of use the internet and develop a little bit more on that side. And if you use it as like just a quick tool, it's kind of like I don't really hang out in my bathroom. I just kind of use it when I have to. I think maybe that's what people do with computers versus
Well, Bob definitely hangs out in the bathroom. So.
I love the bathroom. It's my favorite
Unrelatable.
place.
Right. Well, but see, that is what you have done. That was how you got introduced to the bathroom. You hang out there. I don't hang out there. I just go there every once in a while. But it's, you know, it's different. People do different things.
Sorry, Bob.
How incredibly inappropriate. Thank you.
I know.
Well, I mean, you might have like a cool bathroom, like, you know, TV's got like everything set up. Different
Our
experiences.
bathroom is
you know?
pretty cool.
Wait, you're not just going there and just, you know, letting your limbs fall asleep while you stay there too long? Come on now.
Oh, the DJ was pretty good last time I was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Freya Nightshade, you came in and ordered 2 beers and nothing else, and now you're drunk? Yeah, go figure.
Drank
I'm
on an
sh-
empty stomach.
My jaw stayed exactly where it were. Do we got bread? Are you making bread, Mandy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I have some in my hand, and there's also some in the place made.
I done
We
plated
should go try
your
to
breads.
convince.
Thanks.
We need people to eat porridge because apparently I just literally.
I know,
kept making only
Craig
that.
made an ungodly amount of barley porridge.
Yeah, well, guess what's on the menu? Barley
Hey.
porridge. What do you think these people want? I bet you it's barley porridge.
It better be
There.
barley porridge.
Is
They're
that the
gonna be
only thing
like,
that's on the menu? Love that for us. I love that for us.
and ale. Let's make sure that their tummies feel real good.
Yeah.
For the rest of the night.
Barley
'Cause it's not even the
porridge, barley
beer, it's
porridge,
the
barley
ale.
porridge, barley porridge, ale.
is
Yeah.
something on fire? Oh God.
Yeah, we got fire. Hold on. I'm getting. Can I just use like a water bucket or no? No.
You know what, Al? I'm
Can't
trying to
tell if
serve
I'm
these
doing
people their
anything.
drinks.
Okay, it seems like it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Do I have? Oh, there we go.
Man, we're selling so much barley porridge. Holy cow.
Damn, it's almost like everyone wants barley porridge or something, and not any other reason. You know?
Iced,
I don't.
I'm sorry
What's
about
that?
your tummy aches.
Aw.
Iced Toffee Coffee was saying it upsets them that there's so many millennials that are officially middle-aged adults and don't feel like adults most days. I relate to that as someone who was just buying Ninja Turtle figures because that's what I did.
Yeah.
I feel that. But then you have to go and do like adult things. Where you're like, oh, I guess I have to go to like a parent-teacher conference and make sure my kid knows how to not get in trouble. I don't know. It is weird.
What?
When is middle-aged? Am I middle-aged?
I think
like
they
we
say
have it.
37 is middle age now
Oh, thank
because
God.
Ooh,
because
Cool.
the average life expectancy is like 75 or something.
yep, awesome.
Oh
Just-
boy.
And
Working
that's
my
how
way up
math
there.
is. Yeah. But I mean really it's generally considered like 40s, 50s.
Yeah, that's what I always assumed it was, and then I realized that all the people that I thought were middle-aged when I was a kid were like the age I am right now.
Yeah. But they seemed like adults. What happened
Right?
to us?
So, I had an experience yesterday where,
I'm just kidding, Chad. You're fine. You're not middle
yeah,
aged.
made everyone.
Old.
I had an experience yesterday where, I'm one of those people where if I have to interact with kids, I'm very upfront immediately. Where I'm just like, yeah, I'm 35. Like I'm an old lady. Like, and as soon as I said that, as I'm handing them like rubber duckies because I had a bunch left over because I'm an adult now and I can make little goodie bags for Halloween where I give everybody rubber duckies, as one does. I get to be the cool lady in the neighborhood who gives the best Halloween bags, right?
That's
and
pretty cool.
yeah,
Good
and
strat.
they're literally looking at me and they're like, you're not that old, and they were just out of high school, and I was like, no, I'm literally 35. I just turned 35 a couple weeks ago. Like I already had my crash out over it. It's fine. And yeah, they were convinced that I was in my 20s. They did not believe me at all until I showed them my driver's license. At which point they were like, "Did you like lie to the lady or something?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Can't lie on your
Where-
driver's license. It's legally binding.
Also, I was a federal employee, so I can't anyway.
I do have a theory though that it is worthwhile. Like for Halloween, I think it's actually really useful to like go all out, get like the big candy bars, because those are the same kids that are gonna grow up and be like, "Nah, we don't mess with that house." Because in my head, I was like, you know what? I don't want. They're like, "No, that dude was cool. He gave out the full size candy bars. We don't mess with that house."
And if you
That's
can't
how
do
I
the
felt.
full-size candy bars, you put like at least 10 of the smaller candy things into a bag. You know, just in case.
Hook them up. They're like,
Yeah.
please. One day, when you're like, whose house should we egg?
Mm-hmm.
Not mine.
I
Hopefully-
mean, at this point, if they try to egg my house, I'll be like, "What kind of wealthy parents do you got? Like, come on now."
Yeah, what's the
Egg
new
and
egg
houses?
gonna be?
Yeah, because it can't be
Yeah.
toilet paper either.
Because that also was scary.
Yeah.
Mm.
What are?
What's the new egging the house, chat? Any
Yeah,
of you
yeah.
young ones out there, you know yet? Oh my God, the Reds are winning. It's
Yay,
opening
it's
day.
Opening day.
Yeah. Do we got any younger Gen Z and?
It's gonna be old
and
iPhones
Alpha in there?
Old iPhones can still go outside.
Yeah, I got like 6 iPhone 6 SEs, and
Yeah.
for some reason I own 5 iPod Touches. Those aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all remember when people didn't realize that people were like, "Oh no, there's no iPod Touch," and why would they call it the iPod Touch? Because calling it the other thing would be bad.
What
Which
thing?
Wait, the iPod
it
Group?
would be an iTouch.
Oh, got it.
It's just
That
accurate.
does have kind of a negative marketing appeal.
Bags of flaming poop. Yeah, bags though. Look, listen, chat. You're not thinking this through.
he called
bags
the
are-
no.
Yeah. Come on now.
Are we
like-
closed?
It could be old plastic bottles because
I don't think so.
nobody actually knows how to recycle them anymore. Because apparently we've been doing it wrong, so it's probably just gonna be like old plastic.
Yeah, I was trying
Like
to think
someone's
of like,
old Tupperware.
there's got to be something because like I was trying to think, what do you get too much of? And like you get bags, but that's like not good for the environment, and they blow away. So it wouldn't have the intended effect of letting the person know that you did all this work to upset them. It has to be like.
A bunch of kids show up at your house with a bunch of Tupperware without lids, or just a bunch of lids and a bunch of Tupperware, but none of the lids fit on any of the Tupperware they brought.
Or just lids.
So
Just
I like
lids.
Tupperware would be funny in like the winter, right? Like you fill
Yes.
the Tupperware with water, then it freezes, and then it gets stuck to the ground, so it would be stuck for a while, which is kind of that's a regional, or that wouldn't work everywhere. So I don't think that replaces bags.
Shein clothing hauls instead of toilet paper.
Do we have any more barley? Yeah, we do. Never mind. Stupid question.
You know what? Boxes. This is what it is. You know how you get we get stuff
Amazon
from
boxes.
Oh
it's
my
Amazon
gosh.
boxes.
That
is what
true.
it is. You have to box them in, and that's when you just get boxes and put it all over their yard. Take that, everyone. Amazon boxes.
Oh no,
And
hammer,
also it's
fire!
like-
Ah! Who
It
knows?
might, I'm fixing that. It might also not count as littering because those boxes are.
Oh,
my
you're
hand
gonna
broke.
die? We need water?
I have a bucket of water. Is that what we need?
No, we need the watering can.
Oh.
Where is the watering can? I do not
Owl,
know.
help! Owl, help! Oh, Mandy, you're dying.
I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back.
Wait, did the light bulbs disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those
I
have
guess-
been gone, huh?
Because we didn't put them anywhere. We just threw them on the ground. So good to know that I just wasted money. That's pretty funny though.
Oh no, I put them into a chest.
Oh, those are decorations.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
All
I
right.
They're
didn't
really
realize
useful. No, it's
that. I should have known.
yeah. The way I put them all over the floor, you would have been like, "Oh, this looks great. What a good
What a
decorating
good,
job."
what a good design choice.
It is.
Okay.
Thank
when
you.
When it's making that sound, it gives me so much anxiety. I'm like, ha,
I know.
have to fix it.
Put all this stuff away.
You ordered 2
Okay.
beers and a bread? God dang. A beer and an ale?
Listen. It's his version. It's his version of the night out. Come on now.
Oh, crap.
What do you want?
Uh,
I want ale. I got. Go.
I
Get out of here,
make
Crispin.
I make the ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have beer right now.
I'm making the ale.
A lot of people do be wanting beer at least. Hey. Oh, okay. I thought that was an NPC. I was like, they can stand on the table.
Woo! Okay.
You know
Hey,
what?
hey,
Julia?
when this end?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
I was gonna
ask.
say
It'd be
we
5
should
o'clock.
probably getting ready. The store is open. I'm gonna hit the close sign. We'll take care of all these people, and then we'll.
Well, because what I'd like to
out.
do
Oh
is
no!
go ahead and
I got
raid
this.
your Real Good AI channel,
Oh.
and then tell everyone who gets raided over there to go ahead and follow.
Whoa.
That'd be
okay.
nice of you.
And sign up for our newsletter because it's almost the end of the month.
Is this gonna be the first one? Is it coming?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
haven't had one yet, so you're still on ground zero. If you
Yeah.
come,
It's
sign
not gonna
up
have
now.
very much this time around, but it's gonna be a newsletter, and it's gonna be real fun to be like, I'm sending a newsletter out.
If you wanted to collect them all, now is your chance. This
Yes.
is the way to get every email we send.
Yes. And I promise not to spam. That is my, because I hate when I get spammed.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So if you
All
sign
right.
up for a newsletter, that's all you're getting is a newsletter, guys.
The raid is afoot.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Oh,
Well, and thank you everyone for hanging out. We really appreciate you being here to talk about Real Good AI and AI with us and other things we talked about, like school and stuff.
also, if you guys have like any questions where it's like, hey, these are like specific questions we want answered, I at least I'm planning on setting up like a little question line where you send the question in and we'll try and talk about it on like a stream or on our social media in the future and just
Yeah.
have actual PhDs having answered the question, so you could be like, hey, yeah, you asked us this question and I went and asked my boss who knows these things and this is the answer that she gave me.
Well, that'd
And
be
I
cool
promise
if we
we'll
could have
answer
like
them more thoughtfully than just off the cuff. Then.
if we could
Yeah.
have questions like queued up though, that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Where it's like we start a stream on a Thursday afternoon and it's like, yeah, we got these things,
We got
something to
some
talk
questions
about.
from the audience. Yeah.
It's neat.
Smart people with smart answers. Yep. And people who
Real
are smart
good
enough to
answers,
know.
in fact.
Yes, real good. Yeah. Mandy knows all of the segues. I love that. But
Gotta stay tight with
also,
the branding.
yeah, also people who know enough to be like, you know what? I don't know this, so I'm gonna go and ask an expert for you. And I think that's pretty important. And that's kind of part of what we also want to do for people is to give people the ability to be like, you know what? I actually don't know that. Let me go ask someone who does. And then you get
People are
and you
asking for nonsense. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I
chat.
see people are following. Thank you for following the channel. It helps out a lot. We are trying to hit affiliate because that allows us to do more fun stuff on the channel.
Yes.
So thank you.
And
I
you
see
guys
all the
get, like-
follows coming through.
You guys get emotes, and just fun little things like that, badges.
Well, and then watching would even support the charity. So
Yes,
That's a great
yes. That's
Lots of good
the,
stuff. Oh, sorry.
Right?
pipe.
Now we're working through it. We're figuring this out.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my gosh,
Should we
we're so
finish this
stocked
down?
up on plates and bowls and stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're an actual like tavern.
Well, I'm gonna close. I feel like we have to close up the shop. We have to like put the everything away.
Yeah, close it
Yeah, we got all
down,
the
get
stuff
everything
in the
clean.
chest.
Yeah, make sure
yeah,
nothing's
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
ground. You know, we got this. We got this.
We'll leave
If we
the
could
food
turn
out
the
for
light bulbs
tomorrow.
off, that would be really sick, but
Oh,
I know
that
that's
would
not
be
how that
great.
works. That would just be really satisfying.
And I got all the dirt out of the helpers. We got this.
The Scarecrow song is playing now, so I guess we're good.
Nice. Perfect.
And remember, if you know a nonprofit or work for a nonprofit or are interested in our nonprofit services or our research or partnering with us on education, please send us an email, contact@realgoodai.org.
Yes.
All right, chat. Did everyone get your follows in? I know everyone.
Follow.
Bob said that you had to. There's a lot of people following, so thank you
God.
for the follows. I guess
Oh,
we'll
why are
hang
you
out for another minute.
barfing beer all over the
I'm trying to make
ground?
I'm
Okay.
trying to make a beer tower.
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to make
I approve of that.
I'm trying to make a fun beer tower table, you know?
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh
I
yeah.
love this
Perfect.
for you.
Is it working?
Ooh,
Oh, it's
Kind of.
kind of almost working.
you got two of
You
them
got
on
two
there.
of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Here,
now
I think
kinda
I think what
wanna
I
get
need to
some-
do is this.
Yeah. No, you got this.
Ooh.
Oh, one of them. They're flying in the air, dude.
Is that
Oh,
what I
damn.
meant? Pretty much.
You've got party tricks. Yeah.
Yeah, we
All right.
got
What if I do
party tricks in
this?
Okay.
Nope. What if I do this? What? Why are you going so far? What if I do this? Stop! Uh-oh.
It looks like you're playing flip cup because you're like
Yeah.
trying to get it to land straight up.
He essentially is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Drink! Oh.
Here. Ooh.
No,
Oh. You got one to land perfectly upside down.
that we could play
Okay.
flip cup. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, this is actually.
That is funny.
Wait, so
Next time with Flip Cup.
all right, wait. I have another theory. Let me see if I
Okay.
can get What if I do this? Nope. This.
Oh, nice shot.
No.
Oh, look at this.
Oh?
No.
Oh.
Hang on. I think I need to be closer.
How many
I think,
cups?
I think I
Go
need
get,
to be
like,
on this
10
one.
or 20 cups. I think you've got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
That one is.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that something?
Okay.
I mean, this is.
Is that
pretty
something?
Good. That's pretty good.
Is that fun?
That's pretty neat. That's
Beer
pretty neat.
sculpture.
Yeah.
It looks
If I
better
hit it
from
with
the
the
side than it
old-
does from the
Ah!
top. Oh.
All right.
Damn.
It's impossible to recreate Beer Tower, and I'm impressed, but also
So-
jealous.
This is how we do it. It's because my inventory was full while I was grabbing the beers. So
Yeah.
what we have to do is we have to go buy the portable thing that
Oh,
holds
wait.
the keg.
Yeah,
Then we
wait.
put
I
tag on
no,
it,
I have
and
an
then we
idea.
un-
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
This is definitely worth everyone hanging out, and yeah, this will be fine. So leave those there
Okay.
for a second.
Yep. Not touching them. Hands off.
I'm just gonna go fill my inventory.
Yep.
I really want to steal them just because you told me not to.
Don't. It's gonna work. And then I go like this, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
See, you gotta have at least one space open.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
All right,
you gotta
hang
have
on.
At least...
No, it doesn't
Oh, no,
work.
it won't do it. Oh, I think it only works when you kill.
Bro, listen.
Did he just
Hey,
steal?
no, he just knocked him over.
Wow.
Oh, no.
That was pretty savage, dude.
He just left to do that. He's going back home now.
I love that. I think
Unbelievable.
He gotcha.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Maybe next time we stream, instead of helping, I'll just work on Beer Tower the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
wait, hold on. We're doing
We'll
it.
keep the
I might
restaurant
be able to
closed.
do. I might be able to do.
It will
Nope.
be like one other
Damn, it doesn't
restaurant.
work on this side.
I don't know how you
I
did
don't
it,
know how
Craig,
This side.
but I want to
Did you hit
figure
the
it
button
out.
1,000 times? Because that's what I
I
did.
did.
just hit the button
I
1,000
did, and they
times.
just kept
Let me-
falling over.
Let me try it.
Anyway, that's where I'm going to end my
Wait,
stream
no, those
chat.
are all
Thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure you go follow Real
I
Good
like
AI,
this. Yeah, next
twitch.tv
time
/Real
we
Good
play
AI.
Instead of
I am out of here.
Doing it. Why do
Have
I-
a good one.
okay, now I need more mugs.
Mhm.
Next time we'll just make beer towers. I think that's the